video. Some of y'all have been emailing me and sending donations. Y'all sent some donations over the past week. And some of y'all emailed me about wanting to watch the replays of the videos I posted. So I'm going to do a traditional and non-traditional spiritual and psychic guidance for gratitude. However, donations still can be sent to my Cash App at money sign Coach B Hunter. When I say gratitude, it's me giving because I received, but also giving back to the community of spiritual people, especially since the fire energy showed up several times a day. I saw a big red truck, like Optimus Prime, big red type of truck, right after I got the energy to manifest and I got the download to travel. So basically, the truck was confirmation for me that I'm supposed to be manifesting something big right now. So that's why I'm doing this video to give back. So as we're waiting for more people to come in, hi Being, hi Being, we're gonna give it another minute or two, and then we're gonna get started. Okay. So the colors that immediately showed up is orange, yellow, red, black, purple, blue, and white. I was drawn to the color purple today, lavender. So I really get like the feminine energy is not really meshing right now. So you may want to take a cool, refreshing bath if you are in your feminine energy. You may want to burn some lavender, do some emotional grounding. Because I went to the store today and the women were real loud. They was boisterous and they were cold to other women. And I'm just like, it's a shame that we can't be nice to each other. That the women, the female energy want to just be messy with each other. You know, I got like, don't argue with masculine women. Women who want to argue in these streets or argue in the stores, just silence is your best weapon. Because I got gaslighted by a cashier. She did a little passive aggressive gaslight. And I could tell she kind of wanted me to react, and I didn't. Intuitively, I heard God say, ignore this woman. And I just ignored her. Basically, I walked past this cashier, this female cashier. Once again, it's every time I go through stuff, it's always with somebody light skinned or biracial or white. I don't really have brown skinned women trying me. It'd be a lot of like light skinned, white, and biracial women that always want to disrespect me. And so I walked past her. She saw me. She saw me walk up to the cashier machine. She didn't even come up there to check me out. She just left me standing there, y'all. And I looked over at her like, really? And then next thing you know, this man walk in and she started getting loud with him, like she knew him, but I could tell she didn't know him. She was just really baiting him. And he picked up something and then she goes walking up to the cashier machine to check him out. And I said, wait a minute, miss. This is what I said to her this morning. I said, I was up there, I walked past you and I was up there. The self-checkout's not working either. She said, it don't work. And I said, well, how was I supposed to get checked out? She said, you should have squeezed the ball. And I said, what ball? These two little squeezy balls is in this basket behind her desk. So I was supposed to go behind her desk to get a squeezy ball to get her to check me out. Even though she saw me. Okay, even though she saw me. So I said, okay, I'm not going to argue with this female narcissist. So I just said, okay, ma'am. And she checked me out. And I noticed she didn't want to say, have a good day or nothing. She just kind of rolled her eyes. I said, you know what? The female energy has been trash all week. I went to the clinic. I had to deal with toxic feminism. I had to deal with racism in the female community. It's like I don't even think I want to go shopping for the next few days. I think I'm gonna order. I think I'm gonna do pickup. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do pickup because I really don't want to deal with the toxic feminine energy. I'm not saying that all women are toxic, but it's the and mostly it's coming from the fair skin. I'm keeping it real. It's coming from the fair skin feminine energy. It's even in the oracles. The lighter skin. I'm in Pennsylvania, but she wanted me, and then I heard her get real masculine. She was like, yeah, I fired a bunch of people in here. I'm a traveling manager, so she was trying to intimidate me, and she had that whole '90s I'll beat a bee up in the street type of energy. She had her hair done like we wore it in the '90s. She had this jewelry on like we wore in the '90s. People don't know that there was some real aggressive women in the '90s that was real out of control, and she was in that type of energy. And I just said, okay, Mel. She left me standing up there like a long time. She saw me walk past her. She saw me walk past the two guys she was working with, and she did not come up there to check me out, y'all. So I'm just giving y'all a warning with the female energy. You're at risk of getting in fights. Aries energy is out here. When Aries energy come out, it can also be a warning to not let people pull you into an unnecessary battle. It means to be careful on the road when you're traveling. For some of y'all that want to do oracles, I'm gonna start teaching y'all when I'm talking, so y'all could do this one day. Because I like cards. Cards is fun. I love card games. Always have. And it's not costing you no money to do cards. I'm not wasting money doing this. So yeah, when the Aries come out, it means that you're supposed to be a leader. I saw a book called The Vision Driven Leader right after I pulled this card. But the devil want you to waste your energy fighting out in these streets. And it's a no. It's a no. The devil wants you to get powered up, and then as you're out here walking or traveling, the devil want you to fight anybody to try to cut you off, or get in your way. You're going to be dealing with obstacles, but you're going to bust through because Aries is out. Aries is unstoppable energy. So if anybody do get in your way right now, they're going to get played, provided that you stay sensitive. Okay? Basically, put your wood on the fire for something that's going to make you rich. When Aries come out, it's about big success, big wins. But the devil energy wants you to get burnout. I saw burnout yesterday evening, the phrase burnout. So, yeah. This also means that you're probably having some sort of breakthrough with your heart. Okay? So you may want to do yoga because that's emperor energy, monk mode. Okay? This means you have to achieve in silence. Aries can be a monk. It can be an emperor, And then we have Leo out here too. So this is a lot of fire. Okay? It means find something to be passionate about. Find a goal that you can be passionate about. For some of y'all, it could be modeling and fashion and martial arts, dancing, singing, painting. It means that you have to be the hero of your own story. When Aries come out, is hero energy. So if you feel anxious or like you don't know if you can save yourself, you want to watch some movies today about being a hero. Okay, like the movie Big Hero, Disney movie. Want to watch that. It also means take care of your hair. Last night I saw a lion video show up in my news feed, and the lion had real long, gorgeous hair. It was like a barter lion or something. So focus on your goals. There's a risk that you have to take. Whenever you got, whenever you have all this fire energy, it means go after something with confidence and motivation. This also means that you can't eat like a wild cat. You have to eat like a domestic cat. The wild cats, like Scar, they would eat pork and hyena. See, that's going to make you fatigued and toxic. So you want to eat fish like the domestic cats, the smaller, faster cats would eat. Like Hansi. My cat Hansi loves his fish. He don't really mess with no beef. But he's very acrobatic. He has a lot of energy. Hansi does cardio and hit every day. He zooms through this house. So, and this also means sunbathing. Okay, when you feel like you're running out of energy, this is outdoor energy. So if you're indoors a lot, it's going to be hard for you to use the law of attraction. Yeah, the female energy is really out of control right now. And it does have to do with some women of color. I'm keeping it real. Competition, competitive, being competitive, energy competitive for no darn reason, just to compete. So that's what the female energy is doing right now. There is supposed to be some sort of health breakthrough. No more thinking, no more just visualizing. You have to take a leap today. Keep your schedule open. Okay. Some things are out of your control. For some of y'all, it could be the way people want to treat you, the way people want to talk to you, because the lion's roar is here. So you just need to make sure you're not having people force you to get loud. So just be more flexible with keeping your schedule open. Meaning you can't be on anybody else's terms right now. Okay. Amber, I don't know if anybody liked the color amber, but amber is here. All right. If you were thinking of going on a long hike, you may want to go on a long hike, but I would be careful of the bears. Just make sure you're not hiking somewhere where there's bears or where there's people with weaponry, hunters, okay? Because just make sure you're not hiking in the woods where people are hunting, because that energy is kind of passive aggressive right now. Just be careful of people with weaponry, including people that deal with knives and needles and guns. Be careful of that, okay? Make sure if you're getting any injections that you're watching the IV very carefully. The air energy is struggling, so you got to be careful getting any shots or mosquito bites and things like that. Snakes as well. Just watch where you're walking, like when you're hiking, because the fire energy is out here, but air is struggling. So you just got to be careful of serpents, spiders. They're not in a good mood right now. Okay. The beer energy is also a little bit reckless. It could be managers, beer could be managers or business owners. But since the managers and business owners are kind of reckless right now and ruthless, you want to be careful of being in areas where there are beers at. Bears may be trying to get their last bit of food in before they go into hibernation. August and September is a risky season to go hiking. So make sure that you just be on guard. You know, hike where you see a lot of people hiking at. If there ain't nobody else hiking in that wooded area, you probably shouldn't hike there. Okay. I know when I used to go camping in September, they used to always say, be on guard for bears. Don't leave no food out because they're trying to get their last meal in to, to plug up their booty so they could go into hibernation. August and September is beer get the bag season. Okay. If you are dealing with having trouble with forgiving someone, keep in mind that forgiveness is a gift. Okay? It's a gift. Why should you forgive them? Okay? You have to have a reason to forgive somebody. You have to have evidence of change. Forgiveness is not earned through gifts. Forgiveness is earned through behavior. Be careful of people trying to earn your forgiveness with gifts, because we have that Mercury Virgo energy. If someone's in a low vibrational state with their Virgo or Earth, they'll try to earn your forgiveness with gifts. Meanwhile, they still haven't changed. Hi, everybody. I decided that I will get on between 9 and 11:30 a.m. from now on, so that when people's on their power walk, they can listen. South Node, I was about to say that. Okay, yeah. If you are into natal charts, you want to be careful about being too much into your South Node. So just make sure you're not being tempted to be messy with your South Node. For some of y'all, it's definitely, if you have a Capricorn South Node, a Libra South Node, or a fire sign South Node, you're going to have to be mindful. Okay? All right. Reconsider how you're going to use your South Node. For some of y'all, need to make sure that you're not overly spending, because we had a Capricorn moon and we're coming up to Virgo. So be careful of being pulled into like bad investments, wasting money, putting your, product junkie, things like that. Just be careful of being tempted to spend money on things that you don't need, or thinking that more is more when it's not. Okay, if you have a Virgo South Node, then you learned your lesson you learned the power of minimalism, having nice stuff, but giving things away, getting rid of things, even if it's nice, making sure that you don't have too much. Okay, so try to work with what you got. Be mindful. Be mindful of shopping, because fire signs, they like to shop too. Uranus. There's an unexpected change. There's a shift. You're being nudged, and it's like almost unavoidable. Okay. So you can look up Uranus. That's something to research. And your South Node. Okay. I will be doing natal charts again today. If anybody want them, I'll do them for $7. I'll give you at least a basic to advanced natal chart reading. Since Capricorn can also be karma, and all earth energy can be karma, and we're not so too far from Scorpio, which can also be karma and transformation. So if you'd like me to look at your chart and reveal some things for you to help you out with this breakthrough, because there's definitely a breakthrough you're supposed to have, you can email me, cash out me $7, and email me and tell me you sent the money for a chart reading. Also, I have a document that I highly recommend all of you to purchase. It's going to help you to understand something about your destiny. I have an article that I've been working on, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish the edits of the last 2 pages and publish it as a beta version so y'all can get it while this shift is happening. When a shift is happening, it's really important to know certain things. Okay, let's get this house out. Okay, I felt the temptation to eat red meat, and I said spell work on fire energy, Scorpio energy got spell work on it, because red meat, fatty foods can be like the monsters at the bottom of the sea, those guys or whatever. And there's spell work on beer energy. What this means is you have to increase your vegetables. You have to eat vegetables, and you're already big game, so you don't need big game food. You're better off eating small game today. Because if you eat big game and your energy's already getting a boost, you might start to feel heavy. Okay, the 11th house. For humanity's sake. Okay, the 11 came out. Some of y'all been seeing 1111. The 4th house snuck in here. Some of y'all was seeing a 4. Maybe you were supposed to see it and you didn't see it, or it was a 4. If you're seeing 4s, there's definitely means some toxicity needs to go. 4 can represent clearing things out, and 5 could be getting ready for a rebirth. So, what makes you feel secure in your house? So you might need to do the finishing touching of letting go of things in your home, or clearing out your diet, a meal plan, or getting a better meal plan, or medical. 4 can be still connected to earth energy, so getting the medical attention that you need, and vitamins, or yeah. Home-based business. If you were thinking of starting a new business, this is the day to do it. We have number 4, and we have Aries. What makes you feel secure? What spiritual tools that makes you happy, that gives you emotional fulfillment to use? Also, it could be creativity. What can you use today that will give you ideas? Since we did have a Libra moon. So the 4, what books and resources can you use that will generate ideas for a new project or a new goal or something here? Okay, there's green here, so make sure you do eat your spinach so that you can stay strong. You're better off going to the plant-based for energy boost. Although the plants have a spell work. The tree energy got spell work. Okay, there could be some spell work where trying to trying to make people waste their time and money or whatever is toxic. With that 4, want somebody greedy and weak. This also means make sure you're getting some rest. You know, a bear knows how to go in a cave and just be and just rest. So you need to schedule some time in to rest and to just do a clearing. When the number 4 comes out, it also means you should probably be burning frankincense. Okay, see this? What I keep on my table is lavender, frankincense, and sage. I put some on my table every night. All 3. What I burn first is always the frankincense. Because all the negative energy that might have been in here the night before and the windows were closed, so it didn't get out. So the frankincense is has a way of grounding the energy and grounding your throat chakra. Okay, Empress. Frankincense could be Cancer and Taurus. Water signs don't know this, but frankincense is really good for you water signs. I have a family member that gets really emotionally messy and toxic. And I notice when I burn sage and frankincense in the room before they come around, they're more grounded. Okay, they're not out of control with their throat chakra. They don't try to have a throat chakra battle with me whenever I burn this frankincense. If you have significant air placement like I do, you want to consider wearing a clear quartz. I got this at the Science Center out of their machine. See? Out of their machine. I cranked it. And I found it interesting because I was like hoping to get a clear quartz and it came out. Tiger's eye is not needed unless you are fighting and arguing with people. If you're fighting and arguing with people, you're going to be like, oh, I need some tiger's eye. I'm drained. But then you're going to end up with burnout. Tiger's eye is for when you don't have confidence, when you have a whole lot of work to do and you don't have no help. Okay? But tiger's eye is also important. Leo's out here, so tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is also important for battles on the spiritual plane. So it sets up boundaries between you and spirits on the spiritual plane. So if you feel like you don't get enough sleep, you could have spirits leeching off your energy in your sleep. So tiger's eye literally pushes them back to respect your respect your energy. Okay. The only thing about tiger's eye is that you should never wear it through your day. You have to wear it when you actually are trying to get something done. Otherwise, if you wear a tiger's eye through your day, and let's say you get in an argument with somebody out in these streets, tiger's eye is going to push you. It's going to push you, and you're going to argue even more. You're going to feel like you can't stop arguing. So tiger's eye is literally for work only. When you're out here in the social world, and if you're living in a toxic community, like in the ghetto, or your family's toxic, you should wear lapis lazuli. That way, you know you can be the quiet one while they're being messy. My lapis lazuli like vanished, and I'm really, really offended. I have a funny feeling that somebody took it. So I'm going to order me another one. But if you don't have lapis lazuli, when this energy come out, you need some lapis lazuli or some aquamarine, okay, or something like that. But if you don't have it, you can always get you some lavender. I'm getting me a lavender mist, and I'm going to spray my face with the mist when I go out here around feminine energy. This toxic. See, this can mean feminine energy don't want you to achieve your goals. Let's say you're shopping, you're buying beauty products, you're looking beautiful. The feminine energy right now may actually be toxic towards you because it sees that you're trying to love yourself. So if you're going in any of these beauty shops, okay, just be careful of the feminine energy being jealous and insecure. So carry you some lavender and just spray yourself, or you can carry some they make sage too. You can sage yourself before you go out or whatever. It's a wonderful thing when the 11th house come out with the Aries energy. Okay? So if you were going to do your natal chart today, you do need to look at and find out where your Aries energy is at within your 11th house. And definitely where your 4 is at, because this is the struggle energy. Just be careful of family members wasting your time. I heard if you don't control yourself, someone else will. I said, no, it's a no. No one's controlling me. You just never know. I got that as a download. You control yourself or somebody else will. Toxic. I keep getting that when I go to that 4. Somebody want to control your time, your money, or whatever. If you're applying for a new job, you could possibly get a new job, career, but you may end up getting hired by a toxic manager. So you might end up getting the job that you want, but you're gonna have to be mindful of how you speak to the manager. Eight is out. Praise God. 8, 9s. If you've been stuck on 8s, you could have something that's trying to keep you from having big success. If you're always like 7s, 8s, 7, 8s, something's blocking you. For some of y'all, it could be a old business deal, or it's an actual partner doing it. They could be making you sick or unwell, or draining your energy, or giving you anxiety. Yeah, because sage would be needed if the 4's out. So something could be giving you anxiety, which is keeping you from stepping into your power. 8's a good number, but 8 is not. Yeah. Let other people help you do it. 8's a good number, but it's not 9. 9 is like, okay, you grinding, like you putting your foot in. Okay, you managing your money, and you're making your time count. 8 is kind of like, okay, you're getting powered up, you're getting charged up and ready. Other people's resources can help you. Let your feelings and what you sense be your guide. Clairvoyant, clairaudient. Yeah. Soup would really help. Vegetable soup. Things that's for your immune system. I would be careful of putting things in my body that can affect my lungs, my head, and genitals. Some of y'all got somebody that will put spell work on your genitals, so just be careful. I'm just saying, with this energy struggling. Some of y'all are putting out a lot of pheromones right now. Your heat is very strong. It's irresistible. Your law of attraction energy could be sent out in the frequency. Maybe it's, for some of y'all, could be somebody from your past is sensing your sexuality, but they got spell work, so don't go back. There's somebody you can't go back to. If you've been seeing 11, because 11 is out here, there's somebody that you need to ignore, period. Somebody could be self-absorbed. Okay, some of y'all may have somebody from your past, earth with the water struggle like that, they're self-absorbed. I'm getting this intuitively with the Libra moon. Okay, somebody is thinking about the love you had before, or the romance or the sex y'all had, and they might want it again or whatever, but they could be sick, or somebody's recovering from some sort of, somebody could have had food poisoning, because that's food. That's the food energy is in Libra, poison. So just be careful of who you kissing, and who you eating off of, or whatever. I know some of y'all be like, "Woo, child! I hope she read for me one day." Yeah, I did personal readings, and it blew people's minds. Like, I could show y'all the email. This one lady was like, "I actually did travel and got success. You said I would travel somewhere and get success, and it actually happened." She emailed me, and guess what? My reading came true yesterday that I did for the collective. Remember I told y'all I got intuitively, the police is trying to get people right now. I was on the road a couple hours later, and somebody blinked their lights, and there was the police. Somebody was trying to rush me on the road, and if I would have rushed, the police would have came after me. So there's police. They're hiding in parks right now. Okay, it is old men who are working for the police department. They're hiding in parking lots, in park areas, and they're waiting for you to speed. Okay, with the Libra moon, Libra moon, and the Earth struggling, these police officers, they're trying to meet their quota. They trying to get a promotion. Okay, some of these police officers want a promotion, but they got to get those tickets. Okay, Earth energy could be still tickets, and so can Sagittarius and Scorpio gambling. So just be careful when you're out on this road. Okay, if you get caught up in road rage, Aries, the police is going to get you. I'm just saying. I'm gonna start doing personal readings again. My personal reading that I got changed my life completely. I went to a psychic 3 years ago, and she confirmed. I didn't even tell her stuff, and she confirmed. I could sense there was a woman spirit that keeps on trying to harvest my energy and keeps interfering with my life. And when I went to the psychic, she said, "Do you know there's a female spirit that knew you when she was alive, and she been all up in your energy?" And I said, "Confirmation," because I woke up one day and I saw a female spirit, and her energy came at me so strong, and she was trying to bully me energetically. This was in my bedroom. She tried to tell me to get out my own room. I said, "No, you get out." And I didn't even tell the psychic, y'all. There's a psychic in Pennsylvania. She's been doing readings for over 30 years. Her shop been open for since I was a little girl. And I said, one day I'm going to go to her. And I went to her, and she said, "Do you know that you're a natural medium, that you're supposed to be a medium in this life?" And I said, I'll be seeing things on the other side, the astral plane, and be picking up things a lot from people. And she said, "I'm a receiver." A medium is not just somebody that can feel. A medium is a receiver. We will pick up other people's emotions, and then we'll get information about them, or we'll see images of their life past, from their their past and stuff. I've looked at people and seen parts of their life, like images, like movies. And she told me everything. I didn't tell her nothing. And then ever since I was a little girl, I always knew that I will always have what I need. I used to tell people, "I'm always going to have what I need." I used to always know this, and I couldn't prove it to nobody. And the psychic lady said, "You will always have what you need in this life." I looked at her like, "Huh?" Tell you. She was like, I'm gonna refund half of your money. She said, um, because you're a medium oracle in this life. So she knew she was reading on somebody divine. So she gave me half my money back. She didn't have to, and then she gave me a free energy clearing. And I don't know what happened after she get cleared my energy. Woo! My psychic ability got real strong, y'all. When I tell you, I was like, wow, I don't know what she did, but let me tell you, I found out. Somehow she picked up the fact that I needed lavender. She had me hold an amethyst and she burned lavender, and she said, I'm gonna clear this negative female spirit's energy out of your energy field. She said, you'll notice a difference soon. And ever since she did that, I've been burning lavender daily. And when I tell you that lavender been working on me, the truth. So we have 8 out here. 8 is like 2 4s. Now, what I'm getting with this is like you and your past self coming to terms with Libra energy, balance between you and your old self. It could be that there's a side of you that you need to let go because it was what you was wasting your time and your money, and you might have been codependent. I'm just saying. I know I was codependent at one point, but not no more. Y'all see how I show up on here. So yeah. Some of y'all are learning a tough lesson also about budgeting. So if you don't know about budgeting your money, about and being independent, being your own accountant. Libra can still be an accountant, and then the earth energy, take a financial advisor, helping people to be able to spend their money, to live their best life without putting themselves in debt. Okay, you want to learn those type of things. This is a good time to listen to Lynn Richardson, because Lynn Richardson talks about not getting in your feelings and wasting your money. When the water energy come out, it's people getting in their feelings and like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and spend money because I'm sad, or I'm gonna go eat junk or whatever because I'm sad. Or now, and I can truly say that when we did have Sagittarius energy come out recently, so. And then it came out the day when I saw the big red truck. When you see a big red truck go by on a road, that could be Sagittarius energy or Emperor. This means place your bets. Okay? Bet on something that you are talented in. It has to be something that's non-traditional. Some of y'all got a south node in which you was following other people's rules. You was doing everything by the book. You have to be a rule breaker. Like Scorpio and Aries. You have to be someone that you don't let people control you. You know, you can't control a cat. All right. Okay. 1111 is a sign of a divine partner also. 3, I looked at the clock and saw 3 and this came out. So make sure you, okay, if you are not good at meditating, I'm going to start a workshop and I'm going to teach people how to meditate. And it's not going to be the meditation like you see people do. I can show people how to meditate where they will actually be able to do it in seconds while their eyeballs is woke without having to lay down. It's in my natal chart that I already mastered the art of meditating. I already did that. My soul did it already. So the psychic told me that it's a natural ability of mine to be able to meditate within seconds, meaning I could get into the metaphysical realm. My soul can step out while I'm still woke like this. That's what a medium can do, and go into the metaphysical space to get the intuitive messages and without having to do a lot of grounding. So I want to teach people how I do it. I know how I'm doing it, but I'm not going to say it live on this video. I'm not going to give it away. But I do want to start having some there's a part of your body that has to be really worked on in order to get really good at being able to project your a vibration of your soul into the metaphysical space within a minute woke, being here and there at the same time. One of the reasons why a lot of people can't do that is because they're living in fear. They're afraid of what may happen to them when they do that. They're not trusting that they're protected. When you believe and you truly know that you're protected, you won't hold back with projecting a version of your soul into the metaphysical space. You won't hold back. Sometimes it just means you need to meet your guardian for you to let go of the fear. I was lucky. I did a dream walk. Okay, I can do a workshop teaching y'all how to dream walk so you can see your guardian. And it seemed like once you meet your guardian, once you meet the guardians of the light, it's like your fear of soul attacks will go away. You know, I don't know how I'm not in an institution because I literally go to sleep, and I've been asleep many times, and I have seen some of the most scary, horrific, traumatizing demons you could ever see. We're talking about face to face like this. I didn't see them. But it's almost like they know, like, I can't get near you. They'll look at me, but they they know. My guardian is elk standing by the water. He's an elk. So let me tell you what you can do. If you don't know who your guardians are, okay? People love to say we don't have guardians. If there are guardians for the gates of heaven, there are guardians for us too. Gabriel is a guardian for heaven. Okay? And Michael can be a war angel. But the point I'm saying is everything the angels got, we got too. God don't play favorites like that. So we can access their powers from our end. Okay? And we have also the energy that they have. So if you're not sure who your guardians are, you need to you need to have somebody do a reading on you over a 30-day period multiple times and then tell you who keeps showing up. Okay? Your guardians will show up almost daily, every single reading. They have to. Even when you're not getting a reading, even when you're just sitting around at home, they have to be there. Their job is never done. 10, synchronicity, y'all. I was hoping it didn't come out, but it did. It's not a bad number. It just means that there's a life that's done. Okay? 10 could be the raven energy has told you that life is over. There's a new path that you have to take, and it is destiny and career. For some of y'all, you were maybe an emperor in a past life, or you was a high priestess in a past life, because of Pisces can still be high priestess, and so can Libra. If you're having trouble cleaning up your vibration, you want to sing. Okay, like try to match the sound of like a high dial tone. You don't want to go deep like rah, like the lion, because it's going to make you get too arrogant. You have too much fire. So you want to get like Libra, okay? You'll notice that it's like almost like Like the anxiety starts to clear out. So the 10th house, the 11th house, and that snuck in, the third house, get your ideas going. The second house ain't out here. It's not out here. So we're going to get into the book because we had a Capricorn moon and we're coming up on Virgo. So we're going to do books. Okay. Silent reading. Libra moon and books is getting you your resources, being by yourself, nice and solitude. You know, eating your little berries, your blueberries and your raspberries and your sunflower seeds. And Pisces came out. I was talking about lavender. There we go. Fun. Pick a business venture that is fun. If you have a YouTube channel, which Leo could be entrepreneur, you want to make sure it's a YouTube channel that's fun. Okay. I keep on, every time I say something, I turn to the page. I'm getting the download and then turn right to the page. Wow. Silence. I heard silence is a portal by that one Asian guy. Let me turn this fan off because it's interfering with my frequency. I heard success is about being cool by Lynn Richardson. Don't be in a hot house. Let the air be cool. Okay, that would be Libra energy. Also Aquarius. I said Libra and I turned right to the page again. Okay. Sun is needed, but not a lot. Like there's more air needed than sun. I don't see much air here. I don't like that. Let me burn my frankincense. Y'all. Woo! Vibrational feminine energy trying to warp and distort people's vibration right now. I could feel it. I've been feeling it for like 2 days. There's obviously somebody tuning into me. There's a female, she's toxic. I wonder who it is. Because I don't like that feeling, y'all. I'll be right back in a second. I'm going to light this frankincense. I've been feeling like, yeah, I'm organized, but it's like family members move my stuff around and then I got to get reorganized. So if you want to get a drink or something right now, y'all can while I burn some frankincense because I felt like something was trying to mess around with my mind, my frequency just now. When you've been a medium so long, you can feel when something's trying to mess with your mind. That's why I bought me some lavender, y'all. Let me show y'all what I bought today. Wherever the bag's at. Hi, Horsey. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Pop. I'll be back, y'all. We're taking a brief 1-minute break. Ridiculous. Why they just won't take my lighter? I'll be back in a second, y'all. I saved my life yesterday, y'all. I saved my life yesterday. We'll talk. This is my CBD because I feel like something's messing with my mind. trying to mess with my frequency. People trying to match people's frequency right now. I had me some CBD. I saved my life yesterday. I kept on feeling like something, there was spell work. I felt like there was spell work on the side of my body and my chest. Even though I didn't get no x-ray, even though it didn't show up in no test results, my intuition told me. And they sent in a Muslim female doctor. And she figured it out. And gave me the medicine that I needed. See what I'm saying? A Muslim female doctor would be somebody that would be with an emperor. Okay? So her name was Saeed. She was a wonderful doctor. Her name was Dr. Saeed. I said I will never forget the name because nobody was listening to me. She was the only one that was listening to me at the clinic and took me seriously. She even got the head doctor who was a black woman too. And they kind of put everything together and figured it out. Figured out one of the things. If I wouldn't have went in what I did, y'all, I'd be in a hospital right now. Because I was going downhill. But the medicine they gave me is already working. I'm like, wow. Okay, the 6 here. Some of y'all were seeing 6. I said spell work and 6 came out. Woo! I heard if it's your destiny, you will stay in alignment. Like there's no need to worry. It's already in you if it's your destiny. Like I'm hearing my guides say that to me. Like I said, they said, don't worry about whether you're good enough in it. If it's your destiny, you can't fail. If you're rejected, it's because of the other person, not because you're not good enough. That's what they're saying, y'all. When I touch this card, yeah. What is good for us? Confirmation. Service to others, your work. Some of y'all are not meant to be homemakers. You might have been already in this life. No, you got to work to live. You gotta work to live in this life, or else you're not going to have emotional fulfillment. You're going to die with unfinished business. Okay. I keep on seeing 8s when I did a pre-reading here. Let's see what movies are good for our spiritual energy. Some of y'all like films. When it's Libra season, Libra moon, it means films. Okay, y'all? So let's see here. What films is working for us? What films? Some of y'all don't have to get y'all don't have to get tarot. Y'all could get regular cards and they could be themed. Like this one is. These are themed. Let's see what we get. All cards are up. No upside down cards. I don't want no negative. I'm not doing a negative energy with the upside down cards. No. Let's see what we get here. Came right out. King of Spades is a synchronicity. Steven Spielberg. Sci-fi and horror. Okay. Air energy. Okay. The King of Spades is somebody who's a doctor of the mind. They're also a scientist, stargazer, writer. They might play guitar. They might like to sing. And sci-fi. So if you were going to create something today, you might want to create something that has to do with sci-fi. Sci-fi came out again. Tim Burton, 7 of Spades. 7 is a synchronicity. If you've been seeing sevens, then this reading is definitely for you. John Carter, sci-fi again, y'all. Sci-fi again. Romance, Tora Ephron. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, it means you have to show compassion. So you might want to watch movies where someone is a caregiver or a healer or a mother. I got mother when I walked up the steps. So somebody's mother might be with them. That might be getting them to watch certain movies that are about love and romance. Richard Linklater, romance. 2. If some of you were thinking about getting married or uniting with someone who's good for you, it's going to work out, because the King of Spades could also be a minister, somebody that could marry somebody. Virgo can also be somebody that marry people. If you've been having any trouble medically, it's being cleared out. If you've been having any problems in your marriage, it's being cleared out. If you've been having any problems, mental health struggles, there's supposed to be something you do fun in your community that will help you mentally. It could be going to the movies or outdoor fun, out in nature. Somebody needs to do some traveling with their loved one. Need to go somewhere, because Aries is here and so is Leo. It could be karaoke or whatever, because Leo's out here karaoke, or to a concert. The Queen of Hearts is out here with the King of Spades. Somebody could be remembering and having happy memories of the good old days or something. King of Clubs came out. Yeah, travel. This could also be talent scout, drama, and art house. I just heard color purple. 7 is out here. Sophia Coppola, romance. Somebody is fated to get lucky or success within a love affair. It's like somebody is supposed to have a friendship with someone, but maybe not a relationship. This is because the diamonds ain't out here. So it's like no ring on it, maybe, but it's like we're cool. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. For some of y'all, this King of Spades could be a drawing or writing teacher, or it's a life coach. Some of y'all may have a life coach that's meant to help you with some sort of clarity of some sort of creative energy, creative life that you're supposed to have. Okay, this guy got gray in his hair. This King of Spade. Drama and art house. This King of Spade is revealing the truth about the dark side of a life that's non-traditional. Okay? Yeah, because the hearts came out near him. He gives some sort of guidance on achieving your dreams or winning a war or beating the devil. This King of Spades could still be Earl Nightingale or Napoleon Hill. Okay, that could be the King of Spades, and it could also be Stephen Pressfield. This person would have possibly audio out or document or data that will help you and guide you. it's like a list of things they may have, because spades could be listing goals and facing the truth of being in a false reality, living in illusion, or your shadow side or whatever. So this King of Spades could be helping you to get out of your shadow energy. If you feel like brain fog or creatively blocked, or you feel low spirited, you don't have no faith in your life path, this King of Spades is here to renew your faith and inspire you. Okay, 9 of clubs. Yeah. I said path and it came out. Some of y'all got somebody that's showing up in the news, because that could be news feed or whatever. This person is really important. Or some of y'all, it's literally a divine twin. They're in a similar situation as you, or they was. Yeah. And they they're helping you to stand up, to get the power, to step into your power and all of that. Okay. It's like they're a mental doctor or spirit doctor, or they are someone who helps you with the life plan, but it's almost like they was on the other side of the scale that you were on, or that you're leaving. The raven is removing you from a side of the scale that's shadowed. Okay. We have 6. 6 is a synchronicity right on the table. We don't have more than 1 6. It's just like 6 6. Yeah. Some of y'all may have losses, and it's just time to move on from it. If you don't have a guru, you may benefit from a guru. See this guy here? This could be image changing, or somebody's having an image change, a glow up here. It could be like becoming a new person, a refreshing image that's more cooler and peaceful in mind. Somebody's eyes are going to be like really sharp, but it's like they need to know how to be alone and achieving in silence, like the King of Spades can, not revealing their life plans. The King of Spades is somebody that wouldn't even speak about their life plans. They would just show up with the evidence once it's done. Yeah, this King of Spades may be in a social group, a friend group, or they may be at a party, or they are actually Capricorn. They could be on an app. Capricorn moon. Yeah. Okay. This person could be white. Some of y'all may not know that there's some white people that's supposed to help you. It doesn't matter what color you are. Some of y'all may be mixed or biracial here, or get out of your comfort zone and don't just always be with familiar. Don't just be so stuck with your flesh and blood. You got to be around people that's not your flesh and blood, that might be unique and different than you. That would be that Capricorn moon, and that would be that air energy. Okay. This King of Spades could have images for you, like they could be somebody that has been interviewed, And they may actually be sending you something in the mail that is an invitation to participate in something that could, where you have to send some documents, some data, you have to sign a contract in order to possibly win a prize. Okay, prize energy is out here. Fire energy can still be luck. You know, were you winning a competition? Some of y'all may be chosen to win a competition. It could be like the talent breakthrough that you need. Get up off of here, Flicky. There's nothing in there. You smell fishy, huh? I had fish. Okay, there's so much more I can tell y'all, but time is almost up, y'all. I gotta get some sprinting in. This is a good time of day to sprint. With the Leo energy and the Aries, doing hit was going to benefit you. So if you're not inspired to do anything creatively, you still need to release some of that energy. So consider doing hit today. You know, doing a sprint. Flicky, you want treats? Because you want to sprint? You want to sprint, baby? And then I'll give you treats if you sprint. Okay? You want treats? Make sure you have healthy treats. Air energy. And earth energy. Treats. Okay. Did y'all enjoy this video? Also, I got give to yourself first. Like, don't be so quick to give things to people who take you for granted. I felt spell work on that earlier. I was like, I'm not doing no work. I'm not buying no gifts for people to take me for granted. Some of y'all, and I got this, I felt it coming through, even for me. I felt like somebody was doing spell work on my money or my energy. Like, it's almost like they were sending me messages to try to get me to come through and give them some money. We're going to do 2 more readings here, y'all. 2 more. And I was like, nah. Spell work on energy. Trying to control someone's energy. I felt like my energy was almost under control when I was in the store, and I had to stop and literally do grounding in the store. So y'all just never know. Okay, wow. Transition, the bat energy. There are signs and synchronicities around you. Let go of old habits. For some of y'all, it could be like doing a technology detox. It means, because, hot came out. That could still be air energy. But that could be emperor energy too. That could be Aries energy. Perseverance and all. Don't keep living the same day. The hawk teaches you to go beyond the familiar. Quieting your mind, detaching from thought patterns, put you in a better position to take in messages from the spiritual plane. So I was talking about meditating and it came out. If you're going to meditate, you're better off meditating under a tree or earth or with some frankincense burning, because this is hawk energy. Innocent sheep. Yeah, be purity. Be pure, y'all. Sheep. Connect with your inner child. For some of y'all, it could be like doing some sewing. Because the air energy, sewing, writing, singing, being fashionable, embroidery, could be doing things that are funny, comedy. Yeah, Pisces energy was showing up. And then the hearts. Okay, take some time this weekend to just go outside and have fun. Badger, endurance. Your faith is going to pay off. Okay, so you will manifest your desires, but there's spell work on the badger. I can feel it. Just go, just whatever your feelings tell you to do, just go and do it. Yeah, adventure. Cardinal. Yeah. Some of y'all may feel like you come from a family that kept you stuck, or your community is not good. But you can't let that hold you back. You got to be able to go beyond the familiar community. Some of y'all got to go further than your city, or further away from the familiar. It is time to release your passions, live your dreams, and begin a new chapter. You are encouraged to expand your awareness, eliminate fears, and become a whole new person. Y'all, did I not say that intuitively? I knew it when I saw the King of Spades and all that fire. Knew it. The Panther, you are guided and protected. Giraffe, reflection. Okay, so the giraffe teaches you to stand back and just like observe so you can make the right decision. For some of y'all, it could be there could be something that you don't want to speak to or hear or see anymore. For some of y'all, it could be a person. Yeah, because you want peace. Dolphin is here. Yeah. Somebody wants to keep you trapped in your mind, and a cycle of just clearing rather than going to go have some fun. You know, there is spell work that can be put on people that make people just always be into the clearing energy, like always praying and praying and praying, but never taking action. Narcissists will push you in that energy. All right, no overthinking. Yeah, peacock, that's right. Somebody wants you to hide away, run and hide somewhere so you don't love yourself, peacock. Um, why am I getting Gemini? Yeah. Self-care is out here. Opportunities. Move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsive and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. The fox. Fox is a synchronicity. I saw a fox. Somebody put on TV, and when I walked in to watch the TV, there was a fox on there. All right, it came out. The buffalo. The buffalo came out when I was looking at the fox. There's abundance coming. Have gratitude. It says have gratitude. If you're huffing and puffing and you're charging in the battle, the fight, that you're not in gratitude energy. But there's no spell work on this. I don't feel spell work. So that's good. You might want to do a gratitude list today, or just focus on what has worked for you before, but do something a little different. Journaling and story writing, heroes. If you need inspiration for any art, you may want to do something where you're showing somebody rescuing somebody. Military movies, if you're in the military movies where people won the war or somebody was a hero. If you're a man, like that movie Kelly's Heroes or whatever. Your breath work. For the abundance, for the buffalo energy to stay balanced, you need breath work. There needs to be some creative boost. I would play videos for creative consciousness, for genius creative consciousness. You can play them on YouTube. Also for anxiety and stress. You want to listen to sounds that relieve stress. What will help some of y'all is to literally listen to music that's with the water and the earth. Yeah, Egyptian music. Egyptian music with the sounds of water running. Could be harpsichord as well. Music that will mesmerize you. Freedom, yeah, horse. You must break out of limitations that are holding you back. Sagittarius. Y'all, I told y'all spell work was on Sag. Did I not say that? This red truck I saw today, it was like, it was moving, but it was like it was heavy. It was like it was going real slow. Yeah. I wouldn't eat no fat today. I wouldn't eat high-fat diet if somebody paid me. Some of y'all may have some spell work that's trying to get you to. Do it. It's going to give you fatigue, and then you're not going to get into buffalo energy. Okay, there could be people who don't understand you. For some of y'all, it could be if you're in a talent group or if you're an outsider in some sort of group. It says you may need a little bit of space right now. So some of y'all may need to be in the world but not of it because people want to treat you like an outsider. Like, get the resource, but you ain't gotta participate though. The Aries energy is like, I'm cool by myself, Emperor. I'm good. Like, bring the resources and you could go. Kangaroo energy. Okay, it's 9-month cycle. 9 months. Okay. If you don't have nothing come for your, if you don't engage yourself in battles, then this will definitely happen. If you were thinking of pursuing a career in science or gems or stones, this is the time to do it. If you're spiritual, also natural home remedies for healing or with the air energy, Reiki. Drumming, if anybody likes sticks. Dance therapy. Dance therapy. If you were thinking of taking up a new instrument like the ukulele, now that I see this, I was thinking about the ukulele and I'm like air energy and then the earth energy need grounding. So the wooden instruments with strings will ground you right now, like violin. If you need a release, you need a good cry. Some of y'all need a good cry. That's how you need to let go. You need to listen to the cello. The cello is also good for going deep into meditation. It helps you to go through the dark to get to the light. So, even when you go on an astral plane, you'll go dark and it'll be like the beginning of time, and then you'll see colors and spectrums. And most of the time, when you've gone beyond the in-between world, and you've gone to the angel dimension, you'll start to see blues and purples and stuff and sparkly light. But you still got to get past the darkness, and then the in between world, and then um you still have to fall. I know people say if you fall, you go to hell. Up is down, down is up. It's a matter of perspective. So heaven could be hell to some people, and hell could be heaven to some people. I know that's crazy, but it's a matter of perspective. So some of y'all, if you're trying to get to God, maybe up is not it. Maybe down is it. Okay? Some of y'all need to just fall so that you will let go of a version of you that is stuck in the in-between of not knowing, not sure what life to lead. Okay, that could be an in-between world in the mind. And some of y'all just gotta fall and let the pain move through you, like the one famous monk say, through the pain. Fall, just sit there and fall. And then after you have had that spiritual emotional release, then you're ready to rise. You fall to rise. Like, I know that's wild that I gotta fall to rise. But if you think about it, when you're born, and when you're born, you're still falling. There's a moment in which a baby is in the dark because they're about to exit, the vagina. So, light to dark, dark to light. Matter of perspective. Okay. So the kangaroo is the last card to come out, which is you have all the strength and stamina you need as long as you move forward and not backwards. Keep moving forward. With the Libra and Virgo, micro steps is enough. You don't need to go hard. You could go long. You can go long because the hawk is here. And you could go long because dolphin and water animals can swim for long times. Yeah, as long as you're emotionally healthy, you can go long with this manifestation. But you have to learn how to take spiritual breaks. So how long would a dolphin be underwater or whale before it comes up for air? Deep though, right? So this is a good time to watch a video of whales and study, because the Empress energy is still here. Study how long they're, and big celebrity energy is here, which be whale energy as well. Study how long they underwater and then come up for air. You can synchronize yourself with them. That way, for you, coming up for air would actually be, I'm coming up to do society. Okay? When you're underwater, you're deep into something spiritually or creatively. Or you're doing some sort of psychic work, or you're doing your dream. Okay, that would be the whale underwater. But don't be a monster animal that's sitting down at the bottom of the ocean all day, depressed, greedy, emotionally messy and toxic. The monsters at the bottom of the sea, they look the way they look because they don't never ever come up for light. And they don't never ever break through the water to get the cleansing that they need. When you break through the water like you're taking a shower, they don't do that. That's why they are monsters down there. But the whale actually comes up, and so do the dolphin at times. So don't sit in your feelings so depressed. Come up for air. Like, I feel like this is how I see it. I can meditate by doing water energy, doing the dishes, the dishes. I can meditate by watching a little 30-minute Netflix series. Okay? But after that, I need to come up for air and I need to do my life. When you're taking breaks, you shouldn't take a break and have somebody around you for an hour and y'all just being all messy. That's not a break. That's why I say I don't do lunch breaks with people who don't take care of me. I don't do lunch breaks an hour long. Okay? Because that's getting into the 30 minutes in which I'm supposed to be by myself. So most I'll do is a 40-minute lunch break and we out of here. This is why I like to go to diners. Y'all, I'm going to a diner. Because them diners get your food to you like that. You watching them cook your food. I want to go to an old-fashioned diner, have some old-fashioned French toast with, some nice little low-fat warm milk, and be out of there in 30, 40 minutes so I could go ahead and get the benefits of the food spiritually. That's why the 1950s was good for everybody in a way, because they had diners. Now these little fake places that try to say they're a diner, no, they're too big to even be a diner. They're so understaffed according to their size, so they're not a diner. And then you can barely see them make your food. Most diners have the little skillet where you can watch the lady cook your food. I love watching my food get cooked. It makes me feel special. I don't like my food always cooked way back in a room. To me, I need to be able to learn also from the cook and connect with the cook's energy. That's what I love about Asian people. They cook their food right in front of each other. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand why in American culture it's all this glamorizing cooking food back in a dark room and stuff. It's like I don't even want to go to those restaurants no more. I don't care if it's 5 star. If it's 5 star and I'm paying 5 star food, I'm paying 5 star price. I need to be able to go back in that kitchen and look. But they want you to pay $30 for crab legs and not even see who's cooking your food. It's like, that's crazy. Okay, y'all, I got to get ready to go. I will do the moon energy for gratitude. I said gratitude, y'all, and it came out. Came out. So, yeah. I'm not going to sit there and make reservations at a restaurant, staying in the line to get seated. I had to dress up because I'm going to a 5 star restaurant. So I had to get my hair done, get all dressed up, reservations, or stand in a long line to get my table. Pay $30 for some crab legs, $15 for a piece of pie. And I don't even want to get into the wine price. And then I can't see who cooked my food. I need to see who cooked my food then. You gonna open the door to that kitchen and let me look. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. If you'd like to donate, you can donate to my Cash App at @Coach V Hunter. I will get back on around lunchtime. Be mindful, y'all. There's another 30 minutes. If you got something that you want to work on, a project, do your little 30 minutes and praise God, thank God, and get up and have some peace. This is still the abundant time for life and vision work, or any of your destiny. So right now from 10 to like 12, at least 12:30, especially 10 to like 11:45, is really important for your destiny energy. These apps trick you. They have you doing the shorts like this with your finger. Okay? It's made to make you think the grass is greener during the time that you're actually supposed to be finishing some business, that you're supposed to be trusting getting downloads just possibly from reading material or mindfulness, okay, or deep diving intuitively, listening to the birds and letting them. Do you know that birds in the angel dimension, I got this as a download from my angel guys the other day. We hear them as birdie chirping, but their words is a language. It's an actual language. And when it comes to us on the spiritual plane, it's transmuted into the language that we know. So when you're listening to birds, you're literally still going to get their conversation on the spiritual plane if you're in high vibration. You're going to say, why am I knowing the things I know? Well, the birdies told it to you. You just think that they just out there chirp, 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 when it's actually a frequency of connected to some knowledge. Hi, everybody. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Once again, if you'd like to donate, you can donate to my Cash App at @Coach V Hunter, or you can send it to my PayPal. All my donation resources have been posted in the community news. Don't forget, I told y'all that I'm going to be on another channel. Most of all, I already set the channel up. I'm going to do some designing during lunchtime. I'm going to design, the channel, and then I'll plan out a video. I'm going to actually be planning my videos. Now, my new channel, it's going to have things about my life in it. But I'm going to also be having games. I like card games. So I'll have something in my lifestyle where it's a card game, and y'all can intuitively connect to the cards and see what y'all get, and any download that I got that I need to think about for the day, it'll be on that channel. Also activities that I feel like God told me to do. Everything I'm doing on this channel has been intuitively chosen for me to do. So my lifestyle, it's not a lifestyle channel. It's actually a channel for the community, with my lifestyle being a part of the intuitive messages. So we don't always got to learn through lecture. Sometimes we learn by observation. Sometimes we get more into our own intuitive messages and confirmation through seeing other people's dream at work in action. Okay? We're supposed to be celebrating our life, our stories. Okay? Our stories are maps, literally like maps to our dream work we're supposed to do in society to success. If you don't document them, you miss out on some abundance. You missed out. Like the movie Wired, memories are meant to fade. If you don't document them, you can't use them later for a manifestation. They're going to fade. And it's not, my angel guy said it's fade to us, but let me explain it. I just heard my angel guy say that. I will sit down and have a conversation with my angel guide about the difference on how we define memories and they define them. Okay, bye everybody. Thanks for listening. Bye.